Hi, my name's Matthew Young. Thanks for visiting our online library of video tutorials. The tutorial we'll be talking about now is about creating basic searches in Cordell Connect. There are other training subjects on Cordell Connect. Check out the video index in the Cordell Connect Client Resource Center. So if you want to search for project information on the Connect database, then you should start from this page. This is the Search Projects page. You can see the link to it is in the project drop-down menu there. Today, as an example of a search we're going to run, I'm going to be looking for shops and shopping centres and showrooms in inner Sydney, currently at the planning stage, tenders and building and construction. So now that I've chosen inner Sydney, I can now move on to picking the types of projects information that I'm looking for. So scrolling down the page, we have two boxes I can use to do that. Either section. By using the section box, I'm doing a very generic search there. I'm not being very choosy regarding the types of projects that I'm getting. If I use the commercial section, so by selecting that, I'm going to get a variety of projects coming back that would be falling within retail, commercial premises, hospitality, and the next category down as well, which is tourism. Of course, I don't want all of those. I only want shops and showrooms. Using the category box, I have the flexibility of choosing specific information that I want to go for. Either I can pick the main category heading like so. This will give me everything that falls within the category retail. That would be shops, showrooms and car parks. Or using the control key, I can pick specific subcategories I wish to look for. So in this case, I'm going to go for shops and showrooms. Now that I've chosen the retail category, I can now move on to the stage of development. Once we've defined the category that we're interested in looking for, we can then talk about the stages of development that we'd like to look for. The example that we're using at the moment, of course, bearing in mind that I'm searching for shops and shopping centres and showrooms, I also mentioned earlier that I want to know projects that are early enough to be able to get my plan specified. So I'm going to scroll up here and I'm going to pick 3 stages of development actually. I'm going to start with the planning stage. Then, by holding the control key down on the keyboard, I can now scroll down and select the remaining stages that I'm interested in as well. Now that we've chosen the 3 stages of development as well, in a basic search you don't need to worry too much about many more filters. There is one more though that is extremely important to consider, and it's this one down here. It's the update date filter. Projects in our database are being continually updated by our research department, and every time they are updated, the project is of course given a fresh update date. The importance of the update date then means this will represent the last time there was some form of activity on that project. Once we've defined the final filter there, update date, you'll notice there's a series of other options that you can use down here if you choose. I'm going to leave it at that and simply hit the Save Search button, at which point it'll bring you to the page that will allow you to type in a save name for the filters you've just defined. In this instance, I'm going to call this search Sydney Inner Retail. Once you've typed in the save name, just leave it ticked as including all projects. Of course, hit the save button. This will now return you back to the search projects page, and of course at this point you can now check out your saved queries drop down box that you see top left hand side of the page there. There's a couple of searches that we've set up previously, including Sydney Inner Retail. So you would simply click the save name then and then hit the Submit Saved Query button, and this at this point will generate the results of the filters that you've just defined. So you can see 232 projects. We're looking at the first 50 shops and shopping centres and showrooms, 232 of them in inner Sydney. Thanks for listening. Hopefully it was useful for you. If you have any more questions, feel free to contact our Cordell Connect help desk on 1800 24 36 24.